Hey guys, Kapper here. Welcome back. Today I'm going to give you an update on all of our real estate transactions. We do finally have some movement, not as much as I had hoped for, but anyways, let's get into it. So our project 291 is finally gone. Our last parcel, which was 152 acres, we just closed on it yesterday. We got a small check for a return on it. I was able to do some negotiating with the real estate agents on how that went. We took a haircut on that last piece. We got our money back and we made good profit on the rest of it, which served its purpose. It served its purpose that it gave us another chunk of money to put down towards the Missouri farm. And I guess, with the Missouri farm, I thought, if we're going to do this one last time, we might as well try to get more land. The land is what has helped us over the years. The land is what has appreciated much more than the homes. The cabin build, we got most of our money back on that. That's gone. We got new neighbors now. That's all good. Now, the last thing we have to sell is our home and then another 10 acres here in Illinois. As far as the Missouri front, we're supposed to close on that literally within like 10 days. But we're still waiting for answers. The appraisal is late. It was supposed to be in this week. It's supposed to be in Monday now. And then communicating on the other side with the sellers has been a little bit challenging because we can't get answers, because you got the seller who's probably busy, then you got the brokering agent who owns the office, but he's the listing agent, and then they got another assistant agent that our agent is talking to. So it goes from me, it goes Bing, goes me, goes to Josie, goes to this other gal, and then maybe it has to go to the primary agent, and then it has to go to the seller, and then it has to get its way back to us. So we're trying to get closing date coordinated. We were going to do it by mail, but we decided we're going to go ahead and make the trip. It's like 4.5 hours. We're going to try and get the closing scheduled. We're going to try and get a last minute walkthrough, which I believe we're entitled to just prior to the closing. And then, we'll probably visit with Phil and Tammy there and come up with our game plan on, our first walkthrough, what's our priorities going to be? Are we going to need to get dumpsters first and clean up a bunch of stuff, or are they going to have it pretty cleaned out? You just never know when you're buying a place. And then something like this is different. It's not like a family, moving their home out. It was a parents' home who are deceased now, and so nobody actually lived there, and so that really muddies the waters because it's all their stuff. We had this on one of our other homes in Missouri. It was the same thing. The children inherited it, and there was a bunch of stuff that we had to get rid of. So we're waiting on the appraisal, trying to get the closing scheduled. Fingers crossed it's all going to happen. It's a lot to take in, the logistics and that. My back just went out again, and so I decided I'm going to have multiple surgeries. That's all there is to it. But I'm going to have to wait till we get settled in Missouri and that. Oh, and as far as our home here, we met with some agents. We talked to several agents, and we got our pricing down. So we decided we're gonna go ahead and list it with whitetails because we still owe the buyer 10 more acres of land. So right now the house sits on 32 acres. So we're going to go ahead and list it. We're going to do a dual closing, once we get the house sold. It was kind of good news. The comps that have sold around here were good news for us. So we're going to ask. We're not going to try and hit a home run. We're just trying to get out of it. But if we can get anywhere near, where the comps have come in at, we'll be in good shape, looking to pay some of that down towards the Missouri place. But 291 is gone. Thank goodness. I'm glad it's gone, and it served its purpose. We did make some money on it, which helped us to afford the new 280 farm, and which we're really looking forward to a whole new start in life. Getting out of Illinois, going over to Missouri, whole new landscape. It's a blank slate, but it's going to be loaded with work. Oh yeah, and a couple other things. They had big storms over there in Missouri. They had big hail in the Rolla area where we're going. So we're also waiting on checking in if that home has any damage, which could really throw a monkey wrench into things if there's hail damage on the roof or any windows are broke. So hopefully that's going to be a non-issue, but I guess we'll find out. So that's the update. We got one place to sell here with another 10-acre parcel at the same time. We got some fix-ups to do here yet, and hopefully we'll have a closing date here soon. So stay tuned. I appreciate you guys joining us. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care.